registration desk and have collected your academic regalia and your graduate card. If you have not done this already, please see a CQ University staff member immediately after this video finishes.
Your graduate card is the most important item you will hold all day. Please do not bend or rip this card and ensure that you have it in your hand at all times.
If your card is highlighted yellow, that means you are the first from your degree, and the speaker will read the name of your degree followed by your name.
The number on the top of the card corresponds with your allocated seat number.
Please ensure that you are sitting in your designated seat. Do not sit anywhere else, even if it is empty. Academic regalia is a long-standing tradition that represents your degree and discipline.
Mortarboards sit on the top of your head, with the smaller peak at the front and the larger peak at the back.
Please make sure that your tassel is on the right-hand side.
Your gown should be fitted comfortably, and your hands must go through the slits of your gown.
The color of the stole represents the level of degree you're graduating from.
The light brown colored stole is for certificates and diploma qualifications.
Yellow stoles are for advanced diplomas and associate degrees.
Light green represents bachelor degrees.
Dark green stoles are for bachelor honor degrees.
For our postgraduate courses, we have light blue, which represents graduate certificates.
Dark blue is for graduate diplomas.
And purple is for our master's degree.
When the ceremony begins, all graduates and guests must be quietly seated.
Please make sure your phone is on silent or switched off.
Please keep valuables with your guests, as you cannot guarantee that your items will be safe if left unattended.
All graduates and guests must stay for the entire ceremony. This is out of respect for each other and for each graduate to have their own moment.
When it's your turn to start lining up, a CQ University staff member will ask your row to stand and pull one row at a time.
Please make your way to the side of the stage and keep the order of the line.
You must leave your graduate book and all personal items behind and only bring the graduate card with you.
Once on stage, pass your graduate card to the CQ University staff member. They will pass it on to the speaker.
The speaker will read your name and then you'll doff to the chancellor.
Doffing is a mark of respect to the chancellor, and it is as simple as touching the top of your mortarboard and nodding to the chancellor.
Doff after your name is called and then walk to the chancellor.
You will then shake hands with the chancellor in the center of the stage, receive your certificates and smile for a photo.
You'll then walk off the stage and back down to your seat. But don't worry, we will have ushers to guide you.
There will be lots of staff support before, during, and after the ceremony.
A photographer will be available after the ceremony, and we will offer light refreshments so you can celebrate with your friends and family.
So relax and enjoy your special day.
check, check, testing, testing. It's Friday the 14th of December, 9 a.m. Check, check, testing, testing, 1, 2, check, check. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 1, 2, hey, check, 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 1, 2, 1, 2. Hey, hey, check, check, testing, testing, 1, 2, 1, 2, testing, testing, 1, 2. Yeah, 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 1, 2, 1, 2, check, check, testing. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 1, 2, check, 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 1, 2. Hey, testing, testing, 1, 2, 1, 2, check, check, testing, testing, 1, 2. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 1, 2, check, 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 1, 2, 1, 2. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 1, 2. Hey, hey, check, check, testing, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Hey, yeah, testing, testing, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Hey, testing, 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 check, check, 1, 2, 1, 2. Check, check, 1, 2, hey, hey, 1, 2, 1, 2. Check, check, testing, 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 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, 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 testing, testing, 1, 2, 1, 2, check, check. Hey, check, check, testing, testing, 1, 2, 1, 2, testing, testing, 1, 2, check, check. Yeah, 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 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, testing, testing, check, check, 1, 2. Testing, 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 1, 2, 1, 2, check, 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 check.
cover, so we appreciate your full attention.
By now, you should have found the graduation registration desk and have collected your academic regalia and your graduate card. If you have not done this already, please see a CQ University staff member immediately after this video finishes.
Your graduate card is the most important item you will hold all day. Please do not bend or rip this card and ensure that you have it in your hand at all times.
If your card is highlighted yellow, that means you are the first from your degree, and the speaker will read the name of your degree followed by your name.
The number on the top of the card corresponds with your allocated seat number.
Please ensure that you are sitting in your designated seat. Do not sit anywhere else, even if it is empty. Academic regalia is a long-standing tradition that represents your degree and discipline.
Mortarboards sit on the top of your head, with the smaller peak at the front and the larger peak at the back.
Please make sure that your tassel is on the right-hand side.
Your gown should be fitted comfortably, and your hands must go through the slits of your gown.
The color of the stole represents the level of degree you're graduating from.
The light brown colored stole is for certificates and diploma qualifications.
Yellow stoles are for advanced diplomas and associate degrees.
Light green represents bachelor degree.
Dark green stoles are for bachelor honor degrees.
For our postgraduate courses, we have light blue, which represents graduate certificates.
Dark blue is for graduate diplomas.
And purple is for our master's degrees.
When the ceremony begins, all graduates and guests must be quietly seated.
Please make sure your phone is on silent or switched off.
Please keep valuables with your guests, as we cannot guarantee that your items will be safe if left unattended.
All graduates and guests must stay for the entire ceremony. This is out of respect for each other and for each graduate to have their own moment.
When it's your turn to start lining up, a CQ University staff member will ask your row to stand and pull one row at a time.
Please make your way to the side of the stage and keep the order of the line.
You must leave your graduate book and all personal items behind and only bring the graduate card with you.
Once on stage, pass your graduate card to the CQ University staff member. They will pass it on to the speaker.
The speaker will read your name and then you'll doff to the chancellor.
Doffing is a mark of respect to the chancellor, and it is as simple as touching the top of your mortarboard and nodding to the chancellor.
Doff after your name is called and then walk to the chancellor.
You will then shake hands with the chancellor in the center of the stage, receive your certificates and smile for a photo.
You'll then walk off the stage and back down to your seat. But don't worry, we will have ushers to guide you.
There will be lots of staff support before, during, and after the ceremony.
A photographer will be available after the ceremony, and we will offer light refreshments so you can celebrate with your friends and family.
So relax and enjoy your special day.
So for everyone that's feeling a little bit nervous today, I'm just going to do a quick recap of what was just said in the video. So that card that you're holding is one of the most important items that you will hold all day today, so please do not lose it. The card is the only way that the speaker will know how to read your name on stage. So please keep this card with you right up until you walk across the stage. And once you are on stage, you'll pass the card to me and then I'll pass it to the speaker. So if your card is highlighted yellow, this means that you're the first from your degree and the speaker will read the name of your degree followed by your name. Please ensure you are sitting in your designated seat. If there's a spare seat next to you, then please leave it spare. To ensure that the speaker can read your name clearly, please do not bend or rip your card. General housekeeping, mobile phones must be kept on silent or switched off. All valuables must be left with your guests, as we cannot be held responsible for these items. As a graduate, you must stay for the entire ceremony, so this is out of respect for each other and for each graduate to have their own moment on stage. So just some regalia. I saw you guys fixing it up before, so that's really good. So mortarboards have the small peak to the front and larger peak to the back. So just make sure when you have a little bit of a feel and make sure you have it on the right way. Your tassel is on the right-hand side. Your hands go through the slits of your gown, not out of the bottom. This is just to make it easier when you're shaking the Chancellor's hand on stage. Your stole and gown will become slightly crushed when you're sitting down, so when you do stand up, just pull your neckline forward and make sure that the CQU emblem on your stole is facing upwards. No need to stress though, because we'll have ushers down here making sure that you're all looking 10 out of 10 before you walk across the stage. So when it's your turn to start lining up, a CQU staff member, Cody, just down there, hi Cody, will ask your row to stand and pull one row at a time. So you will form one row and follow the person to your right. You must leave your graduate book, personal items behind, and only bring your graduate card with you. Right before your name is called out, you will pass your card to me, and then I'll pass it to the speaker. I ask that you please stand on this black cross when you're waiting to walk across the stage. So Mark's just going to do a quick stand on the cross. It's very clear, so you'll see it. And then for the second person that's waiting behind, just wait on the edge of the carpet. Don't be scared. I know you're feeling nervous, but yeah, if you just step that bit forward so we can go through everyone at a normal speed. Where am I up to? So then the speaker will read your name, and then you will doff to the Chancellor. Hi, Chancellor. Fancy seeing you here. So doff after your name is called, and then you walk to the Chancellor. You'll then shake hands with your right hand, grab your testament with your left, turn and smile for a photo. I always love saying that to the graduates because they freak out and go, oh my God, that's so complicated, but I'll promise it'll come naturally. Yeah, we've got the Chancellor here, so you know, if you forget, he'll remind you. So we're just going to do a quick run through with trusty Mark here. Pretend graduate. So Mark's just come up from the first row. Yes, please. We're going to do a full run through. So pretending that Mark is seat number 1. Oh my God, something I prepared earlier. So the whole row would usually stand. Cody would bring them up. We'd follow Cody all the way up. I've got to narrate this now. Walking up the stairs, so the first one's going to walk straight up all the way onto the cross, right here, and we'll read out your card, which you'll pass to me, to the speaker, and it would say, Bachelor of Arts, Mark Rowlandson. He has the mortarboard, and he would just doff to the Chancellor, and then he walks all the way. So this is the fun part. So walk off the stage, out into that corridor that you can't actually see behind the curtains. Thanks, Mark. He's actually sprinting now, so legend. All the way to the end of the curtains. Here he comes. Oh, he's a bit slow. You're puffed now, aren't you? So we walk all the way behind the back chairs and then back down this middle corridor. So don't go all the way to the end because it'll be hard to find your seat. But if you come back in here, your space should be ready to just be there waiting for you. So all the way back down. Okay. So now we're just going to do a quick run through with how are we going for time? We're good? With the student, normally I do it with seat number 1, but seat number 1 is not here, so lucky seat number 3. Woohoo, congratulations! Come on, clap them up. Are you me? Cool. Oh, just that stole needs fixing up, Mark. Oh, so he's going to walk, all the way on because he's the first one. So then back. Great. And so we'd read, Bachelor of Accident Forensics, Kenneth Trevor Pegg. He would then doff, yep, walk towards the Chancellor, shake hands, testama, smile. Oh, congratulations. Great job, Ken. I am going to make Ken walk all the way around, just so he doesn't form a habit. But I'm going to keep talking. Oh, out the way. Thanks, Ken. Thank you. Okay, so where am I up to? Oh, we need to give that back to Ken. So as I said previously, this is just directed to row number 1. So Cody will instruct you guys when you need to stand up. But when the Chancellor and Vice-Chancellor has all the graduates standing, he does what's called presents the graduates. And he finishes by saying, will all graduates please be seated? This is your cue to stay standing, and we'll start pulling you guys up to the stage and get you ready. What else do I have to tell you? Okay, so after the ceremony finishes, the academic staff that are sitting on stage will leave first and form a guard of honour out the back doors. Once the staff have left, a staff member will escort 2 rows at a time from the centre down, so row 1 and 2 will go together and out the back doors, and the academic procession will remain in their guard of honour until each graduate has left. Then once you've finished having something to eat, please return your regalia to the regalia return station located out those back doors. You'll see a table set up to your left. A few reminders before we go. Please do not take a selfie with the Chancellor on stage. You'd be surprised, it has happened before. Please remain in your seat for the entire duration of the ceremony. And last but not least, congratulations, you've all worked really hard to be here today, and it's time to celebrate, so make sure you enjoy yourself. Professional photos will be available after the ceremony. The team is set up next to where you collected your graduate card. And guests will be invited in shortly, so please stay where you are. It's really important that we start this grad ceremony on time. So allowed in, I'm assuming, straight after I finish speaking. If you have any questions in the meantime,